Art Cat, hello. I hope you are having a fantastic day. My day is fine. Today has been like the most 5 out of 10 day of all time for me. It's been like, you know, not bad. Oh, dude. Bro. The spinning tiles in the original game take forever. It's slower than walking. I genuinely have no idea why they decided to have them be like that in the original game. So yeah, this is it. After we beat... This is the last gym, and after we beat the champion, I can switch to... I'm gonna be switching to a different game. That's, like, exciting, theoretically. No, I don't care about my OneDrive. Jeez. Windows needs to calm down. Alright. Yeah, every time I boot up Windows, it's like, do you want to update the blah, blah, blah? And I'm like, absolutely not. Please stop. Oh, thank God, it's just a super potion. I was looking at chat, so I just heard the heal noise, and I was like, oh, God. I'll have to use right horn. I guess I should switch for this, if only because it'll be useless to not. So I did mean to stream yesterday, in case anybody was curious. Dude, the Advance Wars Reboot Camp soundtrack is so good. Like, I never played the original games growing up. I had Days of Ruin, which was like the gritty one, right? Like the hyper realistic, like War's Hell kind of one. If I remember correctly. I had that one and I played a little bit of it. I didn't play a ton of it, but I never played the Game Boy Advance versions. And so I don't really remember much of the music for the for Days of Ruin. But the music in Reboot Camp is so good. It's unreal how good the music in Reboot Camp is. Days of Ruin is a game I would like to try again. Problem is that it's fairly expensive, unfortunately. And I don't have my copy anymore. I've only ever sold away 2 games in my life. One was Star Fox Command, and one was Days of Ruin. And I really regret selling off Days of Ruin. Star Fox Command is like, you know, like, I could take or leave that one, but like, how much I regretted selling off Days of Ruin is part of why I'm so hesitant to, like, get rid of any of my games just going forward in the future. You know, it's just like, because what if I want to play them again, you know? I'm kind of a hoarder in that sort of way. I don't like throwing things away. You know, what if I need them again, you know? So I'll hold on to stuff for far too long, and then it causes me trouble, honestly, because we had to like rearrange my room because they were doing some electrical work in here, and it was hell trying to clean everything up because I had so much crap. Cosplay competition for Andy. Oh, nice, awesome, congrats. I'm glad the original bought the cartridge was for Dual Strike, which was actually worth more than at the time. I see. Dual Strike is the is the first DS game, right? Because I know that there are 2 DS games. There's Dual Strike, which is kind of more like the original, and then there's Days of Ruin, which is all... it's so weird how different the games are in tone. Because if you go back to Days of Ruin, it is like the most anime, like melodramatic, like gritty, like war is hell, and in a post-apocalyptic world, and all of that stuff. And then standard Advance Wars is the goofiest shit you've ever seen. It's really funny, like how, like, I guess that they must have thought that the original, random trainers will switch? Excuse me? Since when? Since when do these ding-dongs switch Pokemon? RP, hello. Yep, indeed, time to wallop Giovanni. He sure is one of the gym leaders of all time. I just gotta know, like, how you... Like, gym leader is a pretty stable job, right? You know? And then, like, I just gotta wonder how this government survives with, like, one of its major figureheads not only just quitting for years, but also, like, forming a Yakuza agency. Man. The Pokemon world does not make sense. Days of Ruin is here for... Oh, wow. Nice Paper Mario. Surf. Yeah, no, Pokemon, I mean, the reason why Pokemon AI isn't good a lot of the time is because they want you to be able to win. So the thing is, in games like these, so there's 2 reasons. Reason number 1 is they don't have the capability to program AI that is good. Like, this is usually the case with older games, where the AI is just, like, just dumb because the game doesn't know how to program it. This is what you would see in, like, Red and Blue AI, where, you know, it thinks that agility is super effective against poison types, even though agility does not do damage. So it will continuously use agility, even though any other move, it's the only move that cannot hurt your Pokemon. You know, stuff like that. Boss NPCs will switch out if they're yeah, like, basic stuff like that. So, like, part of it is because, you know, when we say AI, we don't really mean AI as in the thing is thinking. You know, it's just following a checklist and a flowchart. That's what most AI is. Like, even, you know, when, you know, people are talking about, oh, our advanced AI. It's not thinking. AI cannot think. AI, as we're programming it now, cannot think. It can follow a flowchart, and it can, like, use numbers to sometimes alter its flowchart. Like, that's the closest thing it can do. It cannot reason for itself. And so a lot of the times, in order to have smart AI, you would basically need to have a programmer program a complex enough flowchart to handle pretty much any situation, which for a game as complex as, like, Pokemon, not possible. The amount of options would make it, like, frankly absurd to try to program in like an AI that would feel like a human, with the amount of work that would take. Like, you certainly can get closer to it. But like, you can get close to it and have an AI mostly work, and, like, be mostly close to a human. But, you know, mostly is pulling a lot of weight there. The other thing is sometimes video game AI is dumb on purpose. You know, they want the player to be able to win. And they want the player to be able to win even if they are faced with overwhelming odds. We were talking about Advance Wars. That's actually something that they do in Advance Wars a fair bit is, you know, they want it to look like, oh, there's no way you could win. The enemy has all these troops. Like, you're screwed. There's nothing you can do. And you're able to win because even though the enemy has far more resources than you, it's programmed in such a way that it will take bad engagements so that you can win effectively. That tends to happen more on like easier levels in video games, you know, like earlier on. You know, obviously they're not going to program you know, the first boss of a game to be as hard, like to be as smart as the last boss of the game. That's just basic. That's just, you know, basic logic there. I kind of want this Raichu to get experience, but it's also the ground type gym, so I don't think that's going to be happening an awful lot. You piece of garbage. You absolute dick. Less than a 1 in 3 chance, by the way. I can never remember how the stupid one-hit KO rules work in Pokemon. I feel like they change every couple gens, too, which doesn't help. Oh, yeah, sometimes the AI will just cheat, too. That is the other thing. Like, in order to make the AI seem harder, because it can't think, they will give it an unfair advantage. Like, it will know where, like what you mentioned, it will know where your troops are in a fog of war, theoretically. In, like, real-time strategy games like Age of Empires, the older games would just give the computer resources for free. Because they didn't know how to program a way to get it to do its economy. You know, good enough. So they just cheat. And it's actually kind of funny. Age of Empires specifically, there are people who do AI mods to make harder AIs for that game. And if you try to run them on a harder difficulty, the AI will tell you, hey, the game's cheating right now and giving me resources I shouldn't have. Play me on what the game thinks is normal difficulty. Whoa, really? I did not know that. I mean, I guess I'm not surprised that it can do that. You know, Gen 1 does whatever the hell it wants. But, you know, it is neat to think about. Yeah. Making Pokemon difficult is such a weird task because there's very few ways to make Pokemon difficult in a way that I would personally find fun. For example, Nuzlocke. I don't particularly find the ultra punishing if your Pokemon dies, it's gone forever thing challenging. I just mostly find it tedious. Oh, come on. Like, it just means that you need to grind a lot, which is not particularly... It's not hard to run around in a circle and level up against wild Pokemon. It's just tedious. Same thing like if they were to just increase the levels on everything. That's not really difficult, that's more tedious. Other RPGs... get around this by trying to make you have to think your strategy through in different ways. The problem is, in a more open-ended game like Pokemon, where the developers can't really assume you have any one particular set of abilities, it's hard to set up challenges like that. As an example, like, you know, in a more traditional RPG, you know, they'll have bosses that are like weak to poison, or, you know, you have to like raise your defense an awful lot, or you're expected to, you know a specific elemental immunity or something like that. You're supposed to try to like figure out what the strategy is. And they know that you can do that because you have like a party members, it's just like, okay, we know you have these party members. You will be able to figure it out eventually. Pokemon, you can have any old random group of Pokemon with you, so it's not really an option. And then the other problem with Pokemon 2 is because the rock, paper, scissors element of it is so punishing, you run into instances where, you can just like not have, I'm not gonna survive this. You can just run into instances where like your team can just suddenly be hard countered and you have nothing you can do about it. That was actually something that happened when I was playing Dragon Quest III, and doing one of the post-game dungeons. The post-game dungeon has this stipulation in Dragon Quest III HD where if your character... Oh my god, 2 in a row for Poison Point? That's annoying. Where if your character isn't equipped with a certain class of weapon, they have like a huge... Their like defense is cut in half, and they're basically, it's just like one shot, you're dead. Problem is, only certain classes can equip certain weapons. So it's like, oh, if you have a cleric here, if you have a priest, turns out the priest can't equip any of the weapons that you need in order to avoid this massive debuff. Screw you, go and reclass them back to a different class, which in Dragon Quest III is super punishing because they lose half their stats when you have to reclass them, and then you have to grind them back up at least like 10 or 20 levels in order to be strong enough to, more honestly, if you're that late into the late game, it's part of why I do not like the final post-game dungeons in Dragon Quest III very much. I never really have. But they didn't really fix them in the HD remake, which is unfortunate. 2 points for Poison Point. Wait, hold on. It's actually faster to use the spinny things now. You have a team of Geodudes with childish names. Yo, dude. We'll see if this was a waste of time. Probably will be. Sure was. Yeah, the Queen reference is about how we're going to become the champion. Come on, hit yourself. There we go. Yeah, usually... So Pokemon, usually you don't have to grind too much. As long as you fight most of the... As long as you fight most of the trainers on your way over, you usually don't have to grind too much. There are exceptions. Gold and Silver, I always have needed to grind before Claire, because Claire is like a ridiculous difficulty spike in that game. The unfortunate thing about original Gold and Silver, though, is that there's no real good place to grind, because nothing in that area gives really good experience, unfortunately. Damn, okay. Damn, Daniel. Heart Golden. It's weird, though, because Heart Gold, people are like, oh, the level curve in Gold and Silver is so bad. It's like, that's one of the problems with an open, like, because Gen 2 is the most open generation before, like, 9. So unfortunately, most things are pretty low leveled. The Gen 4 remake didn't really fix that, unfortunately. Oh, yeah. So here's the thing. Grinding is annoying. I understand that. I think the experience share mechanic they added in Gen 6 ultimately has reduced my enjoyment. Oh, right. I forgot that we have to do this now. The experience share mechanic, I think, unfortunately, has kind of gone against what it was intended to do and made the games a little bit less enjoyable, unfortunately. So, who do I want up front? Probably you. The thing I've noticed is that because you have the experience share, all of your Pokemon are leveling up, which is great. You know, you're not, like, losing experience on any of them. But I also find that then it becomes really easy to, like, just forget that you have certain Pokemon on your team. And, like, that kind of goes against the whole point of like, the series, I kind of thought, you know? Yeah, no, it's very strong. And, I mean, so the thing is, when I played Gen 6, I saw how strong it was. I turned it off. But Gen 6 is built around that experience share, and I found that I did actually need to grind when I was playing Gen 6 for the first time. Because they expected all of that experience points to go to all of your Pokemon. It's like the games are very clearly designed around having that experience share. You know, and it's like, okay, if you're going to build the game around it, then okay, sure. But it does kind of go against, like, it does get to the problem where you, like, can just have Pokemon that just kind of feel like they're bench warmers a lot of the time. You're less incentivized to try, you know, to bring out those old Pokemon, because you get the benefits of, you know, the player who uses nothing but their starter with none of the downsides. So, yeah. I don't know if there's an easy solution to that. I honestly don't. Had a ton of fun playing Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, no experience share. Game feels like a fair challenge. I'll have to try that if or when I ever do another Gen 7 playthrough. And see how well that turns out. I haven't played Gen 7 in a long time. It's been probably at least 5 years. And I do like the game a fair bit. So I should, like, go back to it at some point. It also helps when when you go back to a game like that, like, after it having been a while, you're more inclined to, oh my god, are you kidding me? The computer is getting absurdly lucky with these status effects. Oh, damn. 2 can play that game, bitch. Scarlet and Violet removed set mode? That's interesting. Oh my god, are you serious right now? I mean, I don't usually like playing in set mode, but again, it's one of those things where it's like, I don't get why they would remove that feature that's been in the series since the very first game, you know? Yeah, I don't know. Pokemon is such a weird franchise, man. What? Excuse me? I call Haxors. I call elite Haxors on this man. We were talking about that. It's funny. We were talking about that last session, too, with the, oh, Earthquake hits Pokemon are digging thing. Nintendo just filed a patent for remaking their games in HD 2D? Interesting. Okay. I would be down for that. Well, why did I use Dig? Because it was a poison type Pokemon? And Dig is super effective against poison type Pokemon? I didn't know it had Earthquake? It wasn't using well, it knew not to use Earthquake before because it was a flying Pokemon. Not exactly. I don't know if you need to patent HD 2D, though. Oh my god. Literally leave me alone. I don't know why you'd need to patent that, considering that it's just a graphical style. Like, I don't think you can patent an art style. Always assume it has Earthquake? Alright. I think Dugtrio definitely learns Earthquake. I don't remember what level. '51. That's close enough that I don't feel like using the TM. Fun fact, not only does Earthquake hit Pokemon that are digging, it does double damage when you do so. Oh, Chat's beating me to the punch with these fun facts. Man, now my facts are significantly less fun. There's an item where hold the phone. I did not. I never touched the item finder, so I did not know, like, all of the, like, things where, like, oh, if you use the item finder here, there's a bonus. Like, I don't know any of them. Hold on. Hold on. Well, first I'm gonna save. Apparently it is. We're checking it right now. Catfox, hello. You know, Giovanni just, like, pieces out, and the rest of these assholes, I've done this, like, 4 times now. And the rest of these assholes are still standing here. Like, they're never getting paid again. Alright, hold on. Macho Brace! What does that do again? I don't remember. That's like the one that like increases your EVs, right? Oh yeah, it makes you earn more EVs as you level up. So like that's neat. All right. Do I have? Yeah. Okay. Oh, so we did find the leftovers. Somebody told me about the leftovers. I did not know about where Moltres is though. That's like a cool Easter egg though. I'll have to check once we get there. Although I'm not sure I remember exactly where Moltres was in Gen 1. You can EV train EV in next level, it gets plus 19 special attack. There's definitely stuff in the lavender tunnels, but unfortunately you have to use the item finder to find them. In the old games you could just mash A, which is what I'm used to doing, and I am too lazy to use the item finder in every spot in the like the little hidey hole tunnels. You use my yo, the pro strats, man. Gotta respect the pro strats. I'm kind of the opinion that, you know, going for hyper optimized EV training and natures in the main game, I'm not about that personally. I find it kind of tedious and it slows down the pace, because considering that it doesn't really matter. Like, it's Pokemon, it's not that hard. Although we are somewhat underleveled. This will typically happen at this point in the game, where there starts to be a bigger level gap between you. Gen 4 and 5 did have the best item finders, I agree. I don't remember if they even brought the thing back in Gen 6 and 7. Oh, Gen 6 had one? Okay. Again, I haven't played Gen 6 in a while. Overshadowed? Alakazam's insane. Like, I guess it's weaker to Mewtwo, but everything else is. Like, Alakazam's an absurdly powerful Pokemon. Bro, you still have Water Gun? Guys, I think the rival might not be very good at Pokemon. He hasn't evolved his Growlithe yet. Oh yeah, no, so like Gardevoir and Miss Magus are also really strong, but I don't think they're, like, I don't play competitively, but they're just all extremely strong. You know, it's not that they, like, particularly outclass Alakazam in any way. Oh, there's Fairy, but yeah, Gardevoir, I can never remember what Pokemon are Fairy types, man. It's really kind of funny. Fairy type was added because, people thought that dragons were too strong. And now people hate fairy types. It's like, you were the chosen one! You were supposed to destroy the Sith, not join. Oh, wait, you're the dude with rest. Hold on. Oh, wait, no. Oh, no, he has Dream Eater. Okay, never mind. Fairy types did exactly that. I don't think Pokemon needs more types. I agree, Cat Fox. Like, I would not be super happy if they added another type. Like, there's plenty of variety, and I don't think that Pokemon needs particularly many more. I think that they should try to do other things to make the battle system more interesting. I don't think just adding onto it is going to... I think it would need a more fundamental change than that. Sound type, let's go. Oh, I'm not saying that dragons weren't too strong. I'm just saying I find it funny whenever there's a monkey's paw thing that goes on. It's just like, man, dragons are too strong. We need something to counter dragons. And then the monkey's paw does its thing. And it's just like, okay, well, this is what you asked for, right? Oh, hold on. Too many types that had 50 I do really like this. This is something that doesn't get brought back too much. This, like, little stretch of area before the Elite Four, like, where you have to do all of your badges. I think this is pretty cool. The best implementation is definitely Black and White 1, though. The Black and White 1, where you walk through all of the gates, and then the music to Victory Road ramps up as you go through each gate, is, like, so cool. That's, like, one of my favorite parts of the whole game. It's awesome. And then in Black and White 2, you just, like, walk through a couple of, like, little, like, things, and a little light comes up, and it's like, it's not nearly as neat. Man, Black and White 1 are so good. Yeah, and Route 10 is also, like, amazing. Route 10 is one of my favorite tracks in the game. And the Smash Brothers remix ruined it. Not ruined, it's just not nearly as good. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Smash Brothers remix for Route 10. Although I could say I'm not really big of a fan of many of the Smash Brothers remixes that they've done since, like, Smash 4, actually. Most of the Smash remixes past Smash 4, I think, are pretty underwhelming. I don't know, I felt like the melody kind of got lost, was the thing. Like, it's the melody and instrumentation in the original is, like, absolutely perfect. And I thought that the melody, like, just isn't as strong in the remix. That's my opinion. Smash 4 did have too many medleys. I think my biggest issue with Ultimate was, they did too many remakes of songs they've already done before, instead of doing new stuff. On top of just, like, bizarre song choices. Like, did you know that there hasn't been the most recent Kirby game to get a remix in Smash Brothers is Squeak Squad? Squeak Squad is the most recent Kirby game to have gotten a remix in Smash Brothers, and it got that remix in Brawl. No Return to Dreamland remixes, no Triple Deluxe, no Planet Robobot, nothing from Star Allies. I don't think Forgotten Land was out by that point, but it's just like, oh, but we can remix King Dedede's theme 3 times. We can remix every single song from Kirby Superstar. Oh yeah, Sonic fans will always, yes, Sonic fans definitely, you know, will go on about what happened with a lot of the Sonic music too. I have thoughts about Smash Bros. Ultimate, in case you were wondering. I am not the world's biggest fan of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Like, it's fine. Like, it sure is a Smash Brothers game. But I just don't get a lot of the things that they chose. Why order everything by when they came out in Smash? I wanted to stop complaining. I'm not going to stop complaining. I just don't get it. Okay. Man, I want to play as Lucario. What do you think makes more sense? Lucario's with the other Pokemon, or Lucario came out in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, which means he's next to Toon Link. Or it's just like, oh man, I love playing Hyrule Temple. That's my favorite stage. Oh, better go look with the Super Smash Bros. Melee stages instead of the Zeldas. God. There's no way to rearrange it too. You can do all sorts of other minute, stupid customization in the game. You can't rearrange the character select screen to something that makes more sense. Come on. I mean, you get used to it if you play the game enough, obviously. I just think that, like, it was a really stupid choice. Like, you shouldn't have to get used to it. Like, that sort of stuff should just is the sort of stuff you don't need to think of, is supposed to not be thought about. I also, like, there's problems with, like, the UI just being flash over function because everybody has to worship Persona 5 UI and do it for everything, even if it's not fitting. Sorry, again, I'm bitching. I need to stop bitching. I played a lot of Smash 3DS too. What's that thing called? God, not City Trial. The mode that was trying to be City Trial. Smash Run. Smash Run was a lot of fun. I wish it was expanded on more. Yes, Smash Run, that's it. Get in the ball. Yeah, I mean, having online also would have been nice. But this is also Nintendo, so you can never know how the online's going to be with them. That is something, however, that we might learn about with their Nintendo Direct next week. Maybe there'll just be an entire section to the Switch 2 Direct titled, the little title card will come up and the little guy will go, "Good online?" I would love that. I would love for them to have good online for the Nintendo Switch 2. Splatoon 1 has the best online infrastructure. I don't know enough about the online infrastructure to say one way or another which one has the best. Ooh, Dragon Claw. That's actually not a bad move. Can anybody learn it? Oh, Splatoon 1 has rollback netcode? I never would have assumed that. Wow. Where is Dragon Wing? Did I just, like, skip it like an idiot? Yeah, it was right at the top. Of course it was. Is Dragon Claw worth teaching? We don't have to do it right now. Because, like, the benefit to the Dragon-type move, right, would be that not much resists it. But not much resists flying, either. It's just, like, the rock and steel. and I think electric. And then wing attack is actually stronger than Dragon Claw, if you keep that in mind, considering stab. So, yeah. We'll hold on to it and remember that it... Oh my god, you have to do this twice? I thought that it remembered that the boulder was there. Oh, right. Dragon's still special in Gen 3. You're right. You're right. When you're right, you are indeed right. You see, this is how you know I don't, like, ever use dragons, because, like, I would know that if I ever used dragons, but where the hell are my repels? See, this is what happens when I'm talking to chat. I can't think straight. There you are, jeez. I only know what I know. So, I don't mind strength puzzles. I do mind tediously pushing the boulder halfway across the dungeon. Because that's not a puzzle. That's you tediously dragging the boulder halfway across the dungeon. Okay, boom, boom. Oh! We might need a level up. Wait, no. We've got rare candies. How many rare candies do we have? Because it's a lot. Yeah, we've got 7 rare candies. We probably shouldn't need to level grind that much. No evolution means it's physical. You are right, though. Because I'm thinking about it. Aside from Dragon, I think you're right. Yeah, because Leafeon, Grass. Yeah, I think you're right. I sure have been hoarding these rare candies. You absolutely should. It takes more time to level up each time you do it. So, you want to hoard them until the end of the game. You can catch a bunch of pickup meows, level them, and get a candy factory card. Man, I'm just imagining, like, whipping a bunch of Meowths and having them walk around, like, running around the floor of a movie theater, picking up pieces of candy off the ground. Suddenly, these candies aren't so rare anymore when there's 30 of them lying on the floor. What does Imprison even do again? It's like you can't... Oh, yeah, because if it knows a move, I can't use it. So I can't use Quick Attack because it knows Quick Attack. I think that time right there when I tried to use Quick Attack, I think that might have been the only time where Imprisoned has actually done anything against me. Okay. Just because you're actually running out of PP, we'll switch. Man, Ninetales is such a good design. Alright. Let's put you in front for a bit. Hey, buddy, do you mind not? Do you know who else has a good design? Your mom? I'm glad. Rolando. Am I looking? So I actually have not looked up any of the footage of the new Fantastic Four movie. Any of the trailers or anything like that. I should. Being honest, ever since Endgame, I've been pretty, like, tuned out for Marvel stuff. I haven't really kept up with anything going on. I'm pretty sure the last movie I saw was No Way Home Spider-Man? The second Spider-Man. Long Way Home? Long Way From Home? I don't remember. So it's been, I have not seen any of the Marvel movies in a long time. I never watched any of the TV shows. I think I mostly just felt like good, you know? Like, okay, the ending that they had was really damn good. I'm satisfied with where this is. So, like, I felt perfectly happy to stop. Last one's been Deadpool. Oh, chat, do you want to know a fun fact? You can use the Poke Flute in battle and it will wake up your Pokemon if they're asleep. Love and Thunder are the best Poke. You see, I don't know much about, like, which movies are considered good because, to be honest, I don't trust the general audience's opinion on most Marvel movies. Oh, man. Honestly, I don't trust the general audience opinion on most movies, period. It also works on the enemy's Pokemon. That is pretty funny, but it makes sense. WandaVision and Loki, especially Loki. Okay, it's one of those things where if I ever, like, need something to watch, like, if I'm ever, like, bored out of my mind and, like, wanna, you know, I just haven't been really in the mood to watch a TV show in a long time, I guess is the thing. Like, okay, I guess, so here's the thing. There's very few things I watch actively. I'm mostly watching things passively while I'm, like, playing games or reading or doing other stuff. And so, because of that, I'm mostly watching stuff like YouTube videos. Whereas with something like a TV show, I would want to be watching that actively. I would want to be, you know, engaging my brain and, like, being fully tuned in. And I just haven't been really in the mood to do that an awful lot these past couple of years. I do need to read more Thor. I am very interested in reading the Jane Foster Thor run. 'Cause every time we get this stupid stat boost when all it's doing is wasting time because we've already killed the Pokemon. Okay. I don't feel like going all the way back to the Pokemon Center. We're using a revive. We can buy them in the next shop. They're not hard to get. We've got plenty of money. I don't care. Oh, I love Ragnarok. Ragnarok's like one of my favorite franchises, one of my favorite movies in the MCU. Like, I thought it was the perfect mix of, like, being comedic while also, like, having a lot of heart. You know, like, it was saying something, like, it had a point, and it had a message, and it had, commentary that it wanted to make. I really liked that. You know, one of the common complaints about many Marvel movies is that they're pretty shallow. And that can be true for some of them. I don't think that's the case with Ragnarok at all. I think, you know, Ragnarok, they definitely had a story that they wanted to tell. And, like, they had a vision for what they wanted to be. Guys, do we have to cut the Stooges? Because the Stooges have been getting wrecked pretty hard lately. I wouldn't necessarily say that it tried to downplay it. Like, it's very, very clear, like, that they, like, there's comedy elements to, you know, there's a comedy element to them, like, revealing Surtur, like, destroying Asgard, but I wouldn't say that they downplayed the, you know, the trouble that people would have when they left their home and effectively became refugees. You know, I thought that Thor Ragnarok did an excellent job doing what it was trying to do. But that's just me. They're the fastest ground type in the game. That's fair. Most ground type are slow as balls. I think it's mostly just because we're at the point where its moves are weak. Like, let's look at the stats for a second. Oh, it has a modest nature. Oh. Oh, that would do it. It has its worst nature. Oh, okay. All right, that explains it. Yeah, our Pikachu has more strength, has more physical attack than our Doug Trio. Oh, that's funny. That's really funny. Like, wow. Okay, but Earthquake definitely is OP. Yeah, Dig is, we're at the point where Dig is just extremely weak for this point in the game. So once we upgrade to Earthquake, it'll be, actually, hold on. I was thinking, oh, I'm not going to do Earthquake because, like, he learns it on his own. But let's be honest with ourselves. Is there anybody else who's going to be learning, or, like, who needs Earthquake? Like, why give ourselves these problems? Like, we could give it to... Polylust already has a very full moveset. I would consider teaching it to him. Petrie having it might be worth consideration, though. Instead of, like, Wing Attack. Because he's got Wing Attack, Agility... Let's think about it for a second. Performance issues in battling. Alright, yeah, let's see here. Yeah, because Wing Attack's also pretty weak. I'm gonna... Hold on a moment. Let me look up what Aerodactyl learns by level up, and if he's learning anything good at any point. Oh, he gets Takedown, like in a level or two, actually. And Takedown's pretty good. He could probably learn... Actually, we also get Double Edge at the end of this... the end of this dungeon, too. Yeah. We'll teach Earthquake to Stooges. We're also at the end of the game, and I just don't really care. There we go. Like, that's a massive boost in strength. Earthquake is more than twice as strong. Or almost twice as strong, I should say. Because Dig was doing 90 damage before, and so it's like, yeah, it's It's like 60% better, 70% better, something like that. Might as well make it 80 power. Yeah, still, it's a lot better than what we've got going on right now. Trying to learn takedown. There we go. Yep. I think we learn takedown over wing attack, because fly is just as good, is like better than wing attack. I just haven't been using it because I'm lazy. Okay, let's see here. No, you're still just the best choice. Cantonian Doug Trio. Just, what are the odds? Can you get, like, the Alolan Doug Trio in Scarlet Violet? Like, is that even possible? Or do you have to, like, trade or bring it up from a previous gen? Oh, they're at the... Okay. Darude Sandstorm, guys! Okay. I never did the DLC, so I don't know much about it. I've heard it's good. Yeah, there we go. Wow, are we back in 2006? Darude Sandstorm goes back farther than 2006, my friend. Hold on. Darude Sandstorm. Released the year 2000. Alrighty. Yeah, it turns out increasing your damage that much helps a lot. Alright. Wasn't a thing. Well, no, Sandstorm was big before YouTube. Like, they played that at sports arenas all the time. Okay. Also, it's weird to think that YouTube is 20 years old. Ow. You heard that shit on MTV. Yeah, exactly. Were there always winter infinite weather abilities? I know Gen 3 had them for Groudon and Kyogre. Were the other ones infinite too? I thought that they just like made it so that it was like one session of weather and then it went away after 5 turns. Until Gen 6? Wow. I know about the weather items. Alright. Oop. Okay, hold on. But I don't remember. I don't actually know the Gen 1 Victory Road very well. Mr. Mime's gonna roleplay with us? Wow. Mr. Mime, the Dungeon Master? Hold on 1 second here, chat. Ew, what is up with this Discord update? I hate this. Why? Why would you... Oh, God. I have not opened up Discord on my actual computer in a while. This is some ugly nonsense. Ooh. Why does anybody change the UI for anything? I feel like nobody ever likes whenever there's a UI update. For any platform ever. Everybody hates every UI update that happens for that. Oh, they're preparing to go public. So they've already ruined everything. They've ruined everything like 5 times. Oh, Twitch Mobile's UI is awful too. I don't watch that much Twitch anymore. Especially not on mobile. But like, I guess they want it to be more like TikTok, which is why it jumps immediately into a video. But I don't want Twitch to be like a TikTok, because I go on Twitch to watch specific people. You know, it's, God. I did not look at what Pokemon they said was coming out. I'll send out you, because you need experience points.
Yeah, I do.
Ah!
Hello.
Oh, this is why you read what Pokemon's about to come out. Do you like my funny Pokemon names?
Well, hold on. I do not have the stream open.
Wow, skill issue. Jeez.
Send it to so I can see it. Hold on. Is it like, are you streaming on quits or?
No, I'm
the other
streaming
one?
on YouTube so that I cannot earn money on my stream.
Rad.
Because I absolutely don't want people giving me money to be streaming.
Makes sense.
Who dis? Oh man, they don't know the famous Catherine from the Hyrule Warriors live streams.
Oh shit. Well, no, I actually, bro, I don't know where this stream link is.
Oh, I don't have a link. You just go to youtube.com/ExandShadow. Gosh.
Oh, it's just your.
Yeah.
It's just okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have good luck with getting your like handle on websites.
You want to? Okay.
Oh, except
So,
for the Wii U.
yeah.
Except for the Wii U. Oh, I gotta mute
I didn't
myself.
get a Wii U on launch. I got it that Christmas. And in that like 2-month period, somebody decided that they would, waste their spot by taking it away from me.
Oh, it's a Doug Trio. I love him.
Doug
I
Trio
love those
was
guys.
a wild one that we caught in Diglett
In
Cave
tunnel?
too, because we
Sell out.
yeah we
You
caught
evolved it. It's less of a sellout, and now Hot Take it's cuter.
well no it's a sellout because it didn't keep with its true form and just went for more stats was the thought.
Oh.
Okay, so anyway.
Oh yeah, that was what the Pokemon anime tried to teach you, right? That
So-
like you evolved your Pokemon.
Yeah.
But no, they should be able to stay.
Yeah, so these
As they
are
are.
this is the squad.
Okay, Hold on. I need a hot second to take these in. Oh my goodness. Oh boy. I'm like laughing at one and then I see it. I gotta look away or I'm gonna keep chain laughing. 6 tails. You know, it was accurate for a while. Polylus Petrie is like the most vanilla student.
No, because he was born in a petri dish.
Oh, I was thinking. Oh, I'm thinking like pterodactyl, but that's spelled differently.
I should have made it like PTERTR.
Why is it ding? Oh, Bell.
We've
Bell,
been- yeah.
Bell. I'm the ding dong.
Okay, ding dong.
What are they holding? Right, the whole
Two
thing
of
is-
them are holding leftovers. Because fun fact, there are 2 leftovers
What?
in Fire
Oh
Red.
yeah.
Because you have to like use the item finder, but specifically stand on the spots where the Snorlaxes were sleeping. You can't like use the item finder
Yes.
near it and it will point you to it. You have to specifically use it while standing on the spots where the Snorlaxes were sleeping. I don't get it.
Gotcha. You know that's they dropped their sandwich there.
They dropped their sandwich there. That makes
Wait,
sense.
did we ever find out does the leftovers look like something? Because I feel like
It
they
looks
gave
like
us-
an apple.
It's an apple.
Yeah, it's like an apple
feel
with
like
a bite out of it.
I feel like it should have been a sandwich. I don't know I don't remember what I thought it was when I was a kid. But I don't know.
I mean,
It
it's
feels
in the
sandwich
it's in the trash in Gen 2. Like it's literally in the trash someplace.
Yeah. It's so good. The leftovers, I mean.
Yo.
Not eating stuff out of eating stuff out of the trash, like dumpster diving is rad.
Not in Stardew Valley. Everybody thinks that you're weird if you do it.
Oh yeah. No, that's true. All the cool people steal food from Whole Foods that they've thrown out.
And
I'm
that
doing
it's
the-
not
what
even
TV
like
what TV show is that from where the woman's like winking like you know the one?
oh, I know the meme you're talking about, but I don't know what TV show that is.
Yeah. Chat help me. I don't actually watch a lot of TV. I just see the memes.
And I recognize
God.
the actress too. She's in other things, but I don't like know her name.
Oh, someone said it's an almost fully eaten apple.
And almost fully.
I wouldn't pull that out of the trash.
Who in Stardew Valley? It's just what's his name? I forget his name.
Linus?
Linus is the only person who thinks you're neat for rummaging through the trash, right?
Yeah, 'cause he
Yeah.
does it too.
I have not played Stardew Valley in a hot minute.
Same, and they like released an update.
They
I
did
don't
an
know, maybe-
update for Stardew Valley?
Yeah, they did another one. he's Concerned Ape is like apparently gonna make another game at some point, but I feel like he just keeps making making more Stardew Valley expansions.
It's kind of like how Terraria has had 6 final updates.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
That's another game that I want to play again, but haven't gotten a chance to, is Terraria. I do love Terraria. Have you ever played Terraria?
No, I think I bought it on Steam sale and then never actually started it because I felt like it was one of those games that would be like I would play it way too much.
Oh, it sure
I would
is.
need to, like that's me with like one of these years I'll play Baldur's Gate 3. Maybe I'll just take take medical leave and play Baldur's Gate 3 for my mental health.
I blame Terraria for stunting my social growth in my first college.
That's fair.
Because instead of making friends and like going to parties and drinking like a normal college student, I stayed in my dorm room and played Terraria. Because that was when the game was brand new too. I think I started playing the game right before they added like the second half of the game.
Oh wow.
Cool. RP Terraria is one of those games that's much better on console than it is on much better on PC than it is on console or handheld. Just the way that it's like the way that the game is built to be controlled, much better on console than it is on handheld. It's also, the structure is very similar to Dragon Quest Builders 2, aka the best Dragon Quest spin-off, and like arguably a top 5 Dragon Quest game, period. Is that like going too far?
I mean, not for me. I think DQ Builders 2 is fucking amazing.
DQ Builders 2 is so good. That's another game I want to replay.
Yeah.
Malroth. Oh, you need to finish Dragon Quest 3 for the record. Because there's something that I need to talk to you about that was added for the remake that might or might not be related to Dragon Quest Builders 2.
Ooh, what? Oh my gosh. Okay,
Yeah.
I really should. Oh god, who's message? It was someone DMing me on Teams.
On Teams?
On I have my computer, my personal computer open over here. I'm gesturing, and then I have my work computer open because I was finishing up some stuff because my work's fucking metaphorically on fire right now.
Oh man, you know
If it was literally on fire. I've been trained in how to use a fire extinguisher. So.
Okay, so can you explain to me, because this was something you messaged me about the other day that I still don't get.
Okay.
If I'm in your chemistry lab doing mad science, and I light myself on fire, I am not supposed to use the shower to put myself not on fire anymore?
So that is not the first line. Like, and I'm being serious here. I'm not joking. But then we can make a joke later.
Okay.
So in reality, that is not generally the first line of defense, because there's a couple reasons. Like, there's a potential for shock if you like are burned and then you dump a lot of cold water on it. Like if you get a burn like cooking or whatnot, where it's like a contact burn with metal, you're supposed to run it under cool, not cold water. If you're burned and then subject it to really cold conditions, you can damage the tissue further and, like, in worst case, go into shock. So the other problem with being like, oh shit, I'm on fire, let me go to the safety shower, is there's generally like 1 or 2 safety showers in a lab. They're not going to be like probably right next to you when something happens. So you're talking about now like a person who's on fire running through the lab trying to find the safety shower. And also, depending on what is on fire, that water is sometimes not a good mix for things that can catch on fire in a chemistry lab. So in general, if a person is on fire, and you never, chat, listen to me, you never use a fire extinguisher on a person. That is last resort, like, because there's a lot of reasons. a lot of fire extinguishers shoot like carbon dioxide, which is cold as fuck. Like imagine dry ice blasting at you. It is cold. That is incredibly dangerous, and some of them shoot like a powder that is you don't want to be inhaling.
Oh my god!
So never use a fire extinguisher on a person. It really is like the stop, drop, and roll. So if I saw someone in the lab who was on fire and like they were panicking or they didn't notice, I would like probably my first thing that I would.
I'm sorry, I know I shouldn't be laughing at that, but the idea of not noticing you're on fire, I just find kind of funny.
I fire spins. I also know about getting set on fire because I do that, and like I am trained and like have a lot of safety precautions with that. But I do a bunch of fire. I do a bunch of fire stuff. So if your clothes are on fire, you might not notice right away. Like if it's like the back of your garment or like a sleeve, you might not notice that it's on fire right away. Like we see this a lot where someone's like pants will be on fire. Again, just like a little patch and they don't notice.
Liar plants on fire?
Yup.
Wow.
So I would like, if I saw someone who's on fire, I would like, and they were panicking or didn't notice. Like first off, you don't notice, you tell someone like, hey, you're on fire. And oftentimes, like if it's an outer layer that's on fire, just take that off. If it's more serious, I would like, with my lab, because our lab coats are flame resistant, I would like use my own lab coat to try and like smother it out. And the whole thing with stop, drop, and roll is that the ground is helping you to smother it out. So yeah, that is why I would not use a safety shower. Is more like, oh, I spilled a chemical that is not on fire all over me and I need to remove it from my body. That's kind of what the distinction is. It also is incredibly messy because I swear I feel like I've never been in a lab where they actually put a drain under the safety shower, because they never are like, they're like, no one's ever gonna use this. It never happens. So it's just on the floor, and those things dump a lot of water. I've seen that whenever they test them, which they have to do, like a good lab is doing on like a regular schedule, they test them. What they tend to do is like have essentially a trash can that they would have under it, and they pull it and they verify it worked, and then they move on.
Oh, so, Firith, we are not doing Cerulean Cave after we beat the Elite Four, because in order to do Cerulean Cave in this version of the game, you have to do all of the Sevi Islands, and no, I don't want to. Sevi Islands are boring.
You're not doing them?
No, they're lame and bad and lame.
But you said Moltres is there now?
Yeah, and listen, I don't know when you last tried to catch a Pokemon in Gen 3. It's not the most fun experience.
It was a while ago.
So, Pokemon works on Pokemon catch rate is determined by Pokemon, and it's 1 to 255. Higher numbers meaning easier catch rate. So, like, your early game Pokemon have like 255, and your mid-game Pokemon have like 100. Every legendary Pokemon Gen 4 has a catch rate of 3. Which means that with an Ultra Ball, putting it to 1 HP and having it be asleep, it's still like, I think like a 5% chance for it to be caught or something like that, less.
Yikes.
And since...
Hold on, level 42 Clefairy, it's so cute! Oh.
But it can murder you.
It's even cuter.
How does this Clefairy know how to use cosmic powers?
Go get a Chansey.
Oh, we did run it.
Go get a Chansey or go get Moltres?
I did run into a Chansey in the Safari Zone. And
Did you catch her?
I tried. It ran away after one Pokeball. Safari Zone sucks.
Wow. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
I can't believe we didn't get a Chansey.
I know, wow. I don't think you... So here's the thing. I don't think, like, any random trainer in this game even uses a Chansey. So, like, I think if you, like... I think the only way to know that one's there is to just get lucky in this... get lucky.
Lucky? Hey, get it, chat? Because Chansey's name in Japanese is Lucky.
Wait, you can... So, like, Chansey's supposed to be the metal slime of Pokemon, but you can't even fight... Oh, wait, no. I think you can fight them in the wild in Cerulean Cave. So, like, them being the metal slime equivalent works there. I'm pretty sure.
Go get her. Get her in Cerulean Cave.
I know, because then I have to go and do all of the Sevi Islands, which is boring. Also, I said that once I... oh my god, I'm going to end this Jigglypuff's whole career. I also said that once I beat...
oh, wait, what? I'm looking on Chansey. Apparently in Fire Red and Leaf Green, if Bulbapedia can be believed, she's only in Safari Zone.
What? Was I wrong? Is she in Cerulean Cave?
It lists her as in Cerulean Cave in Gen 1.
In Gen 1, oh, okay.
But in Gen 3, she's in the Safari Zone.
Oh, no.
That's it.
Wait, is she in, like, Ruby and Sapphire anywhere?
Ruby and Sapphire. Nope. Trade.
Oh, no.
She's in Pokemon XD.
Oh, Pokemon XD? Okay.
XD's nuts.
XD's not got him. Oh.
Damn, she's cute.
If the Pokemon you're trying to catch has a healing move, you improve your chances of catching it if you just throw the balls at full health instead of wasting the turns lowering the HP. Oh my god. Oh wait, oh no, never mind. We were just talking about it. There's literally a Chansey right here. Okay. Cause like this has been a thing in most of the games where if you fight every trainer along the way, you should be able to see almost every Pokemon as you go. Which is what I think you absolutely need to do that if you want to be able to use the bring your Pokemon up a gen thing in Gen 3.
4.
4, in Gen 4.
But yeah.
Okay. Let's use ourselves a Repel. Fun fact, you cannot sort your items in this game. That fact's not that fun, I know.
Wait, couldn't you? You could sort the items in Gen 1.
Well, you can move them manually, but like I'm talking about like a quick sort.
Oh, okay. I was like, you can definitely move them in Gen 1 because that's how you do like get like 99 Master Balls.
Yeah, you have to move it to like the 6th slot and then do Missigno. I'm pretty sure. Did you do any of those wacky glitches when you were a children?
So I had Pokemon Yellow.
You had Pokemon Yellow.
Pokemon Yellow, they patched out they patched out a lot. I don't know if it was all, but they patched out some of the fun glitches that like the kids I knew about. So we couldn't do it.
I think I
did see someone do it with their game of either red or blue. I saw people do it.
I think that that Yellow has its own wacky glitches though, that like are only in that version, or if you try to do some of the glitches, they end up being different. Like, I think you can still get Missigno, but it's just weird. It's like, I think it might be like apostrophe M in Yellow version. I haven't looked this up in a long time. I don't remember.
Oh.
It has its own Missigno. There we go. Yeah.
Some Granula said that. Yeah. I didn't know how to do it when I was however old I was. Which was young, because I got Yellow pretty soon after it came out. I got Gold and Silver right when they came out, I think.
I think I got mine 1999. And then I got Gold and Silver. Holy shit, I actually ran out of PP. That, like, literally never happens.
No.
Or more accurately, it figuratively never happens, because it literally did just happen.
Literally did just happen.
Have you been playing the Balatro lately?
Not lately. I've just been kind of chaos mode.
Yeah, because you said work has been chaotic for the past couple of days, right?
Yeah, work's been chaotic the past couple days, and then just had a bunch of just a bunch of other stuff going on before that, and then was like, just have not had much of a chance. The only thing worse than having to go into lab on a Sunday is having to go into lab twice on a Sunday.
That's gross. Have you considered saying, I don't wanna?
I have. I've also considered how much health insurance costs out of pocket.
Health insurance is cringe.
Yeah. Yup.
So I was having an argument with, not an argument, but let's say a debate with one of my coworkers the other day, where they were talking about, and I'm not going to talk about politics on stream because I don't feel like it. But they were like, oh, Trump wants Canada to be annexed. And I'm like, what's the point? Canadians wouldn't want to be annexed. And then
Yeah, they don't.
no, and then they were like, well, no, because the America's got such a good economy and it's such a big thing. And I was like, they get free healthcare. If you had, would you want to like go from having to pay for health insurance, like from having to not pay for health insurance to having to pay for health insurance, and also having worse healthcare?
There's also such a colonist mindset of like any other colonial power could have and in some cases probably did say the exact same thing.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
colonizing countries. Like, well, wouldn't they want to be a part?
Yeah, we're so great.
The Great British Empire.
Yeah, like
of Belgium, of Japan, etc.
Yeah.
Like, well, no, they don't.
Yeah, no, because
no, they don't.
Yeah, and then I also brought up, it's just like Ireland had a smaller economy than England. It's like,
yeah.
Ireland definitely doesn't want to be English.
Ireland's such a good example of like, no, they're good.
They're good.
They did not want to be colonized.
Yeah.
They made that very clear.
Oh, we were talking about colonization a little bit earlier with the Thor movies. I know you're not a Marvel person. But the third Marvel movie actually has very interesting, like, metatext about colonization. So Thor's from Asgard, right? Thor and Loki and Odin, they all live in Asgard, which in Marvel is effectively an alien planet. Functionally an alien planet. Like, they live in outer space. And then they use like their magical rainbow bridge to make it to Earth. And so in the first two Thor movies are like fine. Well, no, the first Thor movie is like fine. The second Thor movie is like really boring. So people don't really like think too highly of the first two Thor movies, but people really like the third one, Thor Ragnarok. And part of it is because they kind of leaned into the more wacky nature of a lot of the Thor stuff. Like, Thor is one of the weirder Marvel heroes, you know, because it's dealing with like all this stuff loosely based on Norse mythology, which famously gets pretty weird. So anyway, effectively what you learn is that, like, as Asgard in Marvel is like, oh, it's this like opulent golden palace with all of this stuff. And then you learn that Hel, who is like changed a significant bit from her mythological inspiration. Hel turns out to be like Odin locked her away, basically, and Hel, you know, and she wants to rule Asgard. You eventually learn what happened is that Odin had effectively used Hel to colonize like all of the different realms that Asgard had dominion over, basically, is what happened. And it's like one of the best lines in the movie is like Thor is arguing with Hel, is just like, no, my father wouldn't do that. And then Hel just kind of like looks at him with like a smirk on her face, and she's like, "Where did you think all this gold came from?" And it's like,
Ooh.
that line is like, damn, bro. That's a really good one.
Got him.
It's also a really funny movie too. And it's one of those things that so the very first Thor movie, you saw Odin's like kind of treasury, and there's all of this stuff in Odin's treasury that's like references to other Marvel properties. Mm-hmm. And it turns out that they wanted to do different stuff with some of those items. That doesn't make sense if Odin just has them locked up in a vault someplace. So Hel is walking through with one of her bad guy flunkies, and he goes, "Whoa, isn't that?" And then Hel just goes, "Fake. Everything in here's fake." Which is like both very funny and also like a great way to walk themselves out of a plot hole that they accidentally wrote themselves into.
Nice.
I love when when writers can get away with that kind of stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's always good.
Yeah. Okay, important question. Nido King or Nido Queen?
Nido Queen.
Nido Queen? Okay.
Is that the wrong answer?
No, this is a legitimate, like, whatever one you think is right, kind of.
I like her. I think she's cool.
You think Nido Queen is cool? Cool. Explain why in a 5-paragraph essay.
Oh, no. Alright, it's been good streaming.
I know that Nido King is like a speedrun Pokemon.
Oh, really?
Because he has good of the stats and learns good moves. And you can evolve him at like level 18 because of how...
Oh, yeah, because it's a moonstone, right?
Yeah, it's a moonstone, which you get like a dungeon after you find it. I was gonna use Nido King in this version, in this playthrough. But turns out in Fire Red, in Leaf Green, Nido King has a 1% chance, Nidorino male, I should say, has a 1% chance to show up. So
Damn.
it's like, no thanks. I have a life, so I'm not about that.
Wait, does Ninetales really have just 6 tails?
No, but Vulpix has 6 tails.
Right.
And
Vulpix has just 6, right?
Yeah. It was a fitting name when I named her the first time. Like, I don't know what happened.
She outgrew it.
Did you get the chance to look at what caused all of the chat? Do you know about the Balatro drama?
Oh.
Hold on. Chat, this is very important. Do you know about the drama on the Balatro subreddit? Because I'm going to tell you it's wild.
It is incredibly wild.
Nope.
So
boy.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So was there more than what I would have seen, like...
So the most recent one, they got rid of it because they got rid of comments because they were low effort. Was one of them. But it was just like, they got rid of I think it was a post because it was low effort, and it was like this brainstorm and blueprint cosplay that very clearly was not low effort.
Oh god, the subreddit is fantastic right now. People are trolling so hard. This is great. I just love the whenever something stupid happens on our Balatro, the Balatro subredditors are so fast to react.
Yeah,
And
make fun of the mods. And they do it so much that the mods actually cannot delete it all fast enough.
Yeah. god, some of these are great.
No, Petrie has pressure, so we can't do Rockhead, unfortunately. Alright. Oh, wait, we actually have to tell them. Okay, so,
Oh my god. Oh, someone made another. Oh shit! One of the people who makes really good Blue Storm art made another post. It's super cute. I was away. The person's username is Revolutionary Labs 670. They're the one who did. I think they also did that art of Blue Storm copying all the legendary Jokers. You remember that one?
oh, yeah. Oh, I only just now realized that they're, that's the same artist.
Yeah. When I was away from posting on Reddit for like a month to focus on assignments and such, but I saw mods being weird again. So just like last time, I had fuel to the fire by posting Blue Storm. High effort, mind you. And then she posted very high effort Blue Storm.
I love high effort Yuri. It's the best kind.
Yes. God, this is wild.
Okay, so for for the chat that doesn't know, the original thing that happened was, like, if you haven't played Balatro, it's a silly poker game about poker. And somebody made a, like, slightly suggestive, but not, like, explicit in any way, shape, or form, fan art of two of the Jokers in Balatro. And then one of the mods was like, we can't have nudity on this subreddit. There's no nudity around.
No, shipping is a slippery slope.
Oh, that was worse. Yes,
NSFW. So, like, reasonably, I think it is reasonable to say that a subreddit about a card game should not be NSFW. I think that is a reasonable restriction just so people can browse it at work, so it doesn't get flagged as 18 plus on Reddit. That is reasonable. Then some mod decided, well, any kind of shipping was a slippery slope to NSFW. And the art in question was A, very high effort, B, very, like, not actually, like, you could argue that it was not shipping. It was, but it was not like they were making out.
Yeah, he was like sitting on the chair, and then the other guy was like sitting on top of him. Like, it was suggestive, don't get me wrong, but it was not sexual.
Suggestive. It was absolutely suggestive. But oh my
you
God.
absolutely should be playing Balatro at work. If you can get away with it, do it.
I'm just saying, reading the subreddit at work. Oh my god, someone did Blueprint Brainstorm cosplay.
Yeah, that's the one where the meme, where the low effort post originally got posted. Oh, damn.
Oh, what? They did an actual cosplay.
I know.
Someone painted their entire face blue and they said it was low effort?
And you can tell that they painted over, like, a beard, too, which must have been hell to get out, you know?
Yeah, it's probably water-based paint. It's not too bad, but oh my gosh, that is amazing. Yeah, and someone posted the making out art. So yeah, so then, oh yeah, to get back on the story of what's been going on with the Balatro subreddit. So this post that was there was this whole back and forth where they were like, we're gonna like this post with the art that was vaguely shipping but not at all NSFW. They were like, posts like this are not going to be allowed going forward because shipping is a slippery slope. And then everyone dogpiled the mods. It was like, there was kind of two arguments going on. One was like, which I think is fair, is like, that's a stupid argument to say like anything shipping adjacent is like, you know, a slippery slope to NSFW. And then the other one was people saying, like, oh, mods are being homophobic, which I think is has a little less of a leg to stand on, but it's funny.
I don't know. It seems to happen quite an awful lot for it to be a coincidence.
But people aren't really posting a lot of straight pairings on our Balatro.
Oh, man, this is just all of this straight erasure that's going on.
I am fine with dogpiling the mods for this, like, because, and historically, to, like, get on a soapbox for a little bit, like, the whole, assuming that anything queer is, somehow sexualized is a real thing.
Yeah.
And it is really problematic. And it is something that we are going to have to deal with more and more. So it was just because it was Reddit, a lot of the comments were very trolling about, like, homophobic mods. So then the mods were like, we changed the rules to allow no shipping allowed. And then they were like, we changed it back. And then there's been an influx of delightfully talented, excellent art, including some shipping art. And then there was another thing with a mod enabling the AI art tag, and everyone was like, what the fuck? And that mod was like, Local Thunk said it was okay. And Local Thunk was like, okay, I don't like to get involved in this, but no, that's not okay.
Oh god. We're gonna be here for forever. Slowbro got like 3 amnesias out. Jonklers. Yes, I love Jonkler game.
Jonklers.
Oh shit. Okay, hold on. I made a whoopsie poopsie and did a bad job at this, so we're gonna restart. I would really rather not have to level grind, but I feel like I might be under-leveled.
Someone posted, oh my god. So another joke that has been making the rounds for chat, in the Balatro subreddit, is people taking a photo of their Balatro game rather than a screenshot, which is someone who plays Balatro on my Nintendo Switch trademark. I feel that. I'm not playing on my PC. I can't easily post a screenshot to the subreddit. But people are making fun of how bad quality the pictures people post of, like, check out my run! Which Jonkler should I take in this shop? And then it's like, people are like, I can't fucking see it.
I think somebody took a picture of their game and then put it on a printer and printed it out in black and white and then was like, what should I do at this shop?
Well, but the one I'm seeing right now is what would be the best Joker to take here, and it is a picture of their hand holding a literal film negative of, like, film, like camera film, and the film negative is a picture of the shop. It's so good.
What? I don't know what I'm gonna do when, like, I eventually do get all the gold stickers. Because I'm really close to getting all the gold stickers.
Like on all the decks?
No, I have all the gold stickers on all the decks. I mean on all the Jonklers.
Oh my gosh, you're going for that.
Which means that I have to beat every deck with every, I need to beat every gold stake with every Jonkler at least once.
That sounds really difficult.
It does sure sound pretty
really
difficult.
Shitty.
It's also, like, kind of luck dependent. Because you need to, like, get the Joker in a spot where you can, like, actually use it, you know?
Yeah. Someone got, what the fuck? Wait,
so, I've tried using the Anaglyph deck. The problem with the Anaglyph deck is that you have no other bonus. So, it can be hard to, like, even just get late enough into a run. Is the problem that I've run into for that.
Someone posted a picture of their deck their jonglers are Mime, Blueprint, Brainstorm. Something I can't tell what it is because it's negative. I think it's one of the heart ones. It's negative. Showman and Cavendish. Oh no, is it Cavendish or Gros Michel? I think it's Gros Michel. 5 mime triggers. It's amazing.
Have you seen? I saw a post where it was we have Bear and Mime at home, and it was Bear and Shoot the Moon, which is nowhere near as good.
No.
I love Gross Michael. He's one of my favorite jonglers. Did you know that Lorelei has a bunch of plushies in her room?
Yes, I remember that. Because she lives in the islands, right?
Yeah, she sure does.
What a mood, honestly, though.
What, being a hot lady who lives alone and has a bunch of plushies?
Yeah.
I wish I was a hot lady that lived... Oh my god, no. I mashed the A button and... Wait! Nope, no, yeah, no, and I lost the fight because of that. Oops. Oopsie poopsie. I'm bad at video game. I wish I was a hot lady who lived alone and had lots of plushies. I already have lots of plushies, so I'm 1/3 of the way there.
Someone posted Balatro Yuri, but the synergy is ass.
The synergy is ass? Oh no.
Okay, hold on. I'm not sure who one of them is supposed to be. One of them is definitely Pareidolia, or however you say it. And the other one is
Is it Ride the Bus?
Oh, maybe? I can't tell. It's yellow shirt and like blue hair. And then look up what Ride the Bus, because it's like a person, so it's a little hard to tell. Look up what Ride the Bus looks like. I feel like it's either that or Hiker. Oh no, I think it is Ride the Bus. Yeah, it's supposed to be Ride the Bus. Okay, I think it's supposed to look like a bus driver's uniform. It's got a little patch on the side that looks like the Ride the Bus, like it's white squares on blue.
I don't know if Ride the Bus cares if you play a face card or if it cares specifically if you play a Jack, King, or Queen.
The wiki says scoring face card.
Okay, so then Pareidolia would be bad synergy.
Yeah, what does it say here? Anti-synergies, Pareidolia. However you say it. Pareidolia will ruin Ride the Bus's multiplier as soon as you play any hand.
Okay. I'd like to call some shenanigans. How come when I use double team 3 times, it hits me immediately, and yet when my opponent uses double team once, I can never hit ever again? Oh, Ride the Bus is super easy. You just don't play face cards, and then you get a bunch of molt. It's super easy, barely an inconvenience.
Yeah. There's plenty of synergies without face cards.
Man, what if your deck just didn't have face cards in it?
I fucking love the abandoned deck.
I know, but I used double team a bunch, and they didn't, and they still hit. Don't die. Okay, good. Maybe I should just, try to do this the real way.
Wait, how are you losing against Dugong with a Raichu?
Because I'm trying to, do the thing where I do setup moves and, don't just mash the attack button. You know?
Who do you think this is? Competitive Pokemon?
I know, right? It's cringe is what it is. Actually, yeah, you know what? That is cringe. We're just gonna do it the
This
old
game is
fashioned.
intended for children.
This game is intended for children. Are you telling me that I could have just gotten a level 85 Charizard and won the game that way?
You know.
I am
wasn't how I beat it
underleveled.
when I was a child,
I refuse to level grind. I'm pretty sure I can beat.
I do not. Unless you've been like skipping shit, I do not think you need to level grind.
Yeah, no, I've been
What level are you? Like
I'm like level 45.
yeah, I feel like it was plenty. I feel like you can beat the Elite Four in like 30s if you
In 30s?
you're bad
No,
at the game.
not 30s. Like 30s is like Koga and Sabrina's
Wait, how
levels.
high do their levels get? I get confused. It's been a while.
Well, Lorelai's at level 52.
Oh, I don't know why I thought they were in the 40s.
You might be thinking of Gen 2. Gen 2, their
Probably.
levels are relatively low.
Okay. Never mind. I take back what I said. But yeah, I feel like you should be fine in like the 40s.
Because you do get experience as you fight. Oh my god, you were at yellow before. Why didn't you die? This game cheats.
Oh my god, that fucking sliver.
I do love, though, when they use hail and then my leftovers completely negate the damage from hail.
Nice. I forget, does she get hit by hail or no? It doesn't
No,
affect
because it's an
ice
ice-type
type.
Pokemon.
All these levels. Some of which I even remember.
Because you stopped in Gen 3, right?
I didn't play Gen 4 like contemporaneously, but I eventually played Gen 4.
Is that a word?
Contemporaneously? I think so.
Okay.
I think it means like at the time of it. At the same time. Contemporaneously. No, I don't want the fucking AI overview. Fuck off. What do you say, Merriam-Webster? I trust you. For now.
Just wait until the Merriam-Webster AI dictionary comes out.
Contemporaneously is the adverb form of contemporaneous, which means existing, occurring, or originating during the same time.
Okay, that works.
So I did not play it like contemporaneously with the release.
Alright.
Fucking hell, I hate that shit. Get that shit out of my search.
Man, I sure do love that my perfectly functional normal Google Assistant is no longer going to work and I have to go to the shitty, awful Gemini Assistant. I'm sure looking forward to that being a part of my life.
Yay. Joke's on you, I don't use it at all.
Listen, I just think it's nice to, when I'm taking a shower and listening to music in the shower, that I can just say, next song, and then have it go to the next song, you know?
I don't
Like-
want nobody listening to my voice.
I hate to inform you, but we're currently on the internet
No, I
at
mean
the
like on my phone. Like I don't have voice activation stuff on my phone.
Well, how else are you gonna talk to someone in a phone call, stupid?
Oh shit, you got me. I just
Right.
Morse code over the phone.
Oh, you Morse code over the phone, okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Do you like go beep beep beep, or do you like do a kind of thing?
Yeah, I just tap it.
Yeah, you tap it,
I just
okay.
click. Yeah. It is Catherine. Hi.
Did you know that Catherine's name now actually legally starts with a Q in some contexts?
It's true.
Oh my god, stop using protect. I will punch you in the face.
Oh my gosh.
I guess
You know, when I was a kid, I never like thought that Cloyster looked like a vagina. But then someone said something about it,
you
and then
know,
I was like, oh.
you see, that's not, I don't think it was intentional though, because if it was
No.
intentional, like, because the Pokemon artist is a male. Kensugi already is a dude. And thus being a dude, he wouldn't know to purposely put the spike at that specific spot.
Oh, that's very true. That's very true. No, I don't think it was intentional.
What about
this was also Gen 1, back when he was like, what if we had a Pokemon that looked like a Pokeball, and it evolved into an upside-down Pokeball? Oh, I'm so smart! Thank you, Kensuke Moore!
Alright, hear me out. We have Magnemite, right? What if 3 Magnemite?
Oh, shit.
Stop! That's like the 4th time you've used it in a row! You piece of garbage. Knock it off.
Was he using Protect?
Yeah.
I feel like I never used that.
No, it's trying to protect Stall using Hail.
Oh.
Which doesn't work because I have leftovers.
Oh my gosh, so he's just wasting everyone's time.
Sure is. Jinx. Jinx. What if Pokemon but 3 of them now do it more? Jinx to this
day. He did that twice in the same generation. He did it with Magnemite, he did it with Diglett.
There's definitely other examples too. Like, I just can't...
Yeah, I'm sure there's others that I'm not thinking about at the moment. But he literally was just like, yeah, make it 3 of them. Chat, who else are we not thinking of?
Catherine, did you know that if you use the Pokeflute in battle, it wake up the Pokemon?
I did know that. And it plays a little tune, too.
Yeah.
Oh, Jinx got burned. Oh, she's like purple in this version.
Yeah, to be less culturally insensitive.
Less bad. Her sprite looks weird in this one. I don't know what it is about it. It's something about the angle of her body.
Yeah.
Like her head is very close to her waist. It looks like she has very little torso. Which maybe that's what she actually looks like, but I thought she had a bit more torso than that.
Yeah, I thought she was like less scrunched looking.
Yeah, hold on.
There was supposed to be a Mega Jinx.
Oh, what would that look like? She has a shorter body than I thought. But it still looks really short in that art. Damn, has her design changed a lot?
Yes, by Gen 2 she was purple. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to remember, was the Jinx episode of the anime the one that they delayed? Or did they just not show it? Because I think it was the one that was delayed, because there's definitely a Pokemon episode where Ash's Charizard had already evolved, but then they showed an episode from earlier in the series where it was still Charmeleon. I think that was the Jinx episode.
Nice. Yeah, wow, she looks very different. There's a picture on the Bulbapedia of what she looked like in, like, the original anime, like the first season of the anime. She was very different. Like, obviously the skin color, but also, like, the shape of her body and her arms, like her arms are a different color. In, like, the sleeves are red instead of, like, white.
She just looked kind of like a weird-looking person. I'm not a huge fan of the Pokemon that look like weird-looking people. Like, Machoke has always kind of weirded me out, because he's just like a dude. He doesn't look like a Pokemon. Can you stop? Bro! Can you knock that off? This Lapras has critical hitted and paralyzed me with Body Slam twice in a row.
Because Lapras is a good girl.
Lapras is a good girl. Did you know about you know about how Lapras is an endangered species in the original Pokedex entry?
Yes, I think I did. Yeah.
In I think it's the Sun and Moon entry. The efforts to save the species worked so well that they're now an invasive species in other habitats.
Oh no! It's so sad. No. But like, yeah, it do be like that sometimes.
Okay, can you just one more brick, buddy? Bro. Okay, can you just thank you. No! I'm so mad. I'm gonna go have sex with my girlfriend to stop being so mad.
Your girlfriend Jinx?
No, no, chat. Don't cancel me. I swear my girlfriend isn't Jinx. It's Gardevoir. What? Huh? What? No.
Oh my gosh! Did you buy the Did you?
Oh, the life-size,
giant,
the life-size Gardevoir plushie that people are definitely going to do terrible things with. I did not.
That was so funny. I don't remember where I saw that, and then it was posted on Instagram, and it was like, what? Everyone in the comments was like, "Oh no! Why? Why?" Because she's like 5 feet tall. She's more than 5
The
feet tall,
Pokemon Company had to know, right?
Yeah, they know. They know they're gonna sell it. That's all they care about. They don't care about what happens to her. It's like endangerment. Oh, a plushie. Shakes my fucking head.
Let's see here. How are we doing on the PP? On taking a PP. I had to use like all of the PP in Brick Break just to beat that one trainer. Jeez.
Damn, you're gonna actually need those items.
You see, this is why you actually
Wait,
use
you have the doll? You have the doll?
I do have the Pokédoll. I was going to give it to the Mimic Girl, and then didn't, because I forgot. Because Mimic's a bad
rude.
move.
Poor thing. Cool.
Hoo-ha! So, there was a YouTuber whose name I don't remember, who did who tried to see which gym leaders would actually be able to beat the Elite Four. And Bruno was the only Elite Four member who would not be able to beat the Elite Four.
Really?
Yeah. Because fighting types just not very good in Gen 1. Turns out.
That Bruno could not beat.
Yeah, because they had it, okay, you got to beat all the gym leaders and then get to the Elite Four.
Okay. So it was like, could Bruno beat Brock, Misty, Lieutenant Surge, etc.?
Yeah. And I think he couldn't beat Sabrina. It was before Sabrina. I forget which one it was, though. It might have been Starmie, Misty, because Starmie's a menace.
Yeah. And she's also, like...
absurd.
Psychic type.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, also, I feel like Sabrina, would fuck him up.
Yeah, so if the player's free to change movesets, it's possible, but I believe they were assuming that this was, Bruno as he is in the game. So using the moves he has in the game.
That makes sense. Damn. That sucks for him.
Hitmon Sensei-chan.
No Hitmontop in this game.
I love Hitmontop.
It's so goofy, I love it. It's so silly.
It's a stupid design, but like the good kind of stupid. Or just like, okay, we've got one based on the ancient art of punching people. We've got another based on the ancient art of kicking people.
It's Jackie Chan and Bruce Lee.
And then we've got one based off of breakdance.
Breakdance. Still would have been better than the Australian woman, am I right?
I don't get it.
The Australian woman at the breakdancing.
I don't get it.
So over the summer at the Paris Olympics, this was the first year they had breakdancing as a category in the Olympics.
Okay.
And apparently, like, I did not really watch the Olympics for a number of reasons. But some of the countries really had like good people, although I heard like some criticism that the people who competed for the US were like not like, I think from within the breakdancing community there was some like, why were people who aren't more a part of the community there? But overall it sounds like there were some countries that had a really good showing. I think I heard Japan was also very good. And then the competitor from Australia, she was like a professor of something. It was very strange. It was not what most people would call breakdancing. To quote someone, apparently she said like she invented all her own moves.
Okay.
And it kind of shows.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Oh, apparently Hitmontop is based on capoeira.
Oh, so it's Eddie Goro. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we were talking about this in an earlier stream where like they should have done a Pokken 2 because there were so much stuff that they could have done for a Pokken 2 that they never did. Like having
they could have made it. They could have made a high quality 3D model. Was Gardevoir in the first one?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, I was gonna make a joke that they could make a Gardevoir model.
But like, hear me out. Ditto, but he functions like Mokujin. So he changes. You change fighters every round. Hitmontop as Eddie. You know, that would have been pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because like randomly into Pokken, Pikachu has like Heihachi's moves, and I think it's Mewtwo has some of Kazuya's moves or something like that.
What? Amazing. The true heir of the Mishima Zaibatsu. Pikachu.
I think there is like a Team Rocket Pikachu plushie or something like that.
Oh no, he switched sides?
Yeah, of course
he got sick of Ash's shit?
Yeah, of course.
How did the anime end? Isn't like Ash not in the anime anymore?
Yeah, he's not in the anime. He became champion.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, it is.
He was never good. He was so bad.
Yeah, no, he's not. He's not.
He went with his 34.
I know that would be cheating, but it would also be very, very funny. To just
Show
be
up
like
with 30 Tauros.
30 Tauros
Check
and be like,
this out. What are you gonna do?
Fuck you, bitch.
And here comes my Charizard. I can't even control what he does.
You have Rock Tomb?
Rock Tomb? Oh, I thought you said Rock Tomb. Like music. I was like, what move is that?
Well, I mean, it's playing a rock tune right now, where it's like, because the gym leader theme's badass.
What? You're having bad luck with 1 HP.
Yeah, watch.
Check out that one red pixel. That one red pixel is doing work.
Watch, he's gonna heal right now.
You know when it pauses before the thing happens, and you can tell that they're using an item like that? Yeah. I remember that. Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Pepperidge Farm remembers. Okay.
It's me, I'm Pepperidge Farm.
You're Pepperidge Farm? I thought you were Catherine.
Mm.
Okay, hold on. I didn't really want to use one of my max revives before, like, Gary, but I think for the sake of my sanity, we're gonna do it. I'm not gonna lose to Bruno. We don't talk about Bruno.
100k unless.
I have gotten pretty unlucky, though, I would like to say, this Elite Four run. But I am also being stubborn and trying to fight them 10 levels below where I'm supposed to be. So, you know.
Why are your levels low?
Because you're supposed to grind.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. I feel like I always end up grinding anyways when I play RPGs, so maybe that's why I don't remember. I feel like I just always end up grinding for some reason.
I just didn't feel like it, so that's why I didn't do it.
It's also different when you're streaming.
Yeah.
Unless you just have random shit that you're like...
in my defense, I did use like 7 rare candies that I saved for the very end of the game.
7 rare candies among 6 Pokemon. Seems fair. Who'd you give an extra one to? Who's your favorite?
I think I gave it to Six Tails, because she wouldn't really get much XP from Lorelei, because despite being the Ice-type trainer, she's functionally the Water-type trainer. So,
makes sense.
Yeah, too bad Audinos don't exist in this gen. Exactly. Somebody gets it.
And Six Tails is cute.
This is why we spend a half an hour in front of the vending machine and buy more lemonades than you know what to do with.
Damn, someone must be standing behind that vending machine just like putting more in as this 10-year-old kid is just shoving yen into it. Sorry, I'm sure the money in Pokemon has a different name.
I think it is just like Poké Dollars or something like that.
Poké Dollars?
Yeah. What's really funny, though, to me, is that we're breaking the Japanese... We're doing a Japanese faux pas, where instead of drinking our drink in front of a vending machine, we're taking it with us.
You are... Shake my head.
No! Not the double teams.
It's Gengar!
No! It missed!
Look at his smile.
No! It missed
What's wrong with
me.
you? Look at that smile. Oh no, that's not good. I don't even remember how you deal with that.
Stop!
Are there moves that get around double team in this game?
Sure, there's Swift, which is normal type.
Oh yeah, Swift! What's Ice Beam on your team? Poly?
Polylust has Blizzard.
Oh, no, what? I'm looking forward to 70% accuracy rate. Let's go.
Oh. Well, we're dealing with worse than 70% accuracy rate right now with...
That's true. Go use Blizzard on it. Can't be worse. Ouch.
Oh, Feint Attack would have been fine. Oh, and now we're playing Britney Spears.
Oh no.
If I don't remember if you get the Aerial Ace TM early in this game. Also, I can't use it mid-battle, so that's a little bit, you know, not relevant at the moment.
Oh shit!
Doug Trio does in fact learn Aerial Ace. Fun fact.
What?
Yes, Doug Trio can learn Aerial Ace. Gyarados, the
What?
flying type, can't. But Doug Trio sure can. Oh, right, it has Levitate. That's bad for me.
Oh. Oh. Ruh-roh.
Oh my god, we hit.
I don't understand why Gengar has Levitate. Like, he's clearly standing on the ground.
Magnemite doesn't have Levitate, even though it's clearly levitating.
Like, it makes sense with Ghastly and Haunter. They're clearly floating. But Gengar is standing.
Pac-Man got added to Super Monkey Ball? Nice. Listen, there's some weird characters been added to Super Monkey Ball.
Oh, no.
No, Gengar got nerfed. Gengar got nerfed in Gen 2.
What other Pokemon does she have? Does she have like 3 Haunters or something?
She's got like 2 Haunters, 2 Gengars, and a Vileplume.
She's got 2 of those motherfuckers? Damn. You're getting your ass kicked by 1.
I sure am.
I don't blame you. Like, this looks hard. It's kind of your fault, but also it looks hard.
I can't believe you would say such hurtful, mean, and true things about me.
You know. It's what I'm here for. All 3 of those things.
2 Gengar, Haunter, Golback, and Arbok. Okay. I thought she had a Vileplume, but whatever. Alright.
Oh, maybe you're thinking, you know what, you're thinking of Claire.
Oh, Claire,
Whatever.
okay.
Is her name Claire? No, Karen.
Karen, yeah.
Karen.
Alright.
It's Karen.
It is
The dark
10 o'clock, and I do have to go to bed. And we might have to grind anyway. I think I need to, like admit defeat. Which is very sad. I am a wee babby Pokemon player who can't even beat the game. Am I a fake Pokemon fan?
You're gonna have to prove it by catching a Chansey in the Safari.